Hey guys, we are live and we have a full house. No, we don't have a full house, but we might tonight. Anyways, tonight's topic is what's your favorite RC? Let us know in the comment, or the guys here can talk about it and we'll Google it and we'll try to find it and actually show the people what your favorite RC is. Or if you have a YouTube channel, if you have a video of it, let us know and we'll go look at it real quick and show a couple little clips of it. So let's go see who's with us tonight. AZ Froggy's with us, John Martin, JM's RC, and AKA Pigeon Kickers with us. How you doing, guys?
Good.
Not too bad.
Good. Not bad at all, man. Not bad at all. I want to go get the RC car real quick.
Okay. So I'm just prepping and getting the hey, Steve OD. Steve OD's the second person to comment in here tonight. Good job.
Change this around. What's up, Steve-O?
You should have an invite if you feel good to jump in there, Steve-O. That's a big box. What has he got in that box? Too bad we can't zoom in. Oh, it's a plane. Cessna, yeah. That's exactly the kind of plane I'm looking for to make it like a crash plane in the trail at the back.
This?
Yeah.
That's a Cessna.
Yeah, I'm looking for a plane like that to fake a crash in the back. So put some black paint around and some gray paint, make it look like burnt and ash and all around the paint, the plane, and actually make it look like it's a crash plane.
See?
Yeah, I see that. It's a Cessna.
It's a 5'2" wingspan.
Cool. What scale that end up being? That must be close to a 1/10 scale.
It says actually it's 1/6.
1/6? Okay.
6.
Steve-O said he's going to jump in a little bit. He's going to go eat first.
Cool. Thanks, Steve-O. Cool. Yeah, I got to start looking. I might have to buy one and actually do what I want to do. I did see some a little bit here and there, and I did put a post in the chats telling I'm looking for planes, broken down planes. But I was hoping to get them for free, but nobody's giving them for free. So
I got this for free.
Well, here's
yeah.
I did. The guy moved out and he gave it to me. There's no motor with it, but it's the complete kit.
That's good. That's cool. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for.
You want it?
Well, I could want it, yes, but now I'll have to pay for shipping, and I don't know how bad it's going to be to cross the border.
Neither do I. That is a good question.
I'll have to send you an email to find out how much shipping is going to be. You gotta weigh it, measure the box, and see how much it's going to cost for shipping.
Because I'm blind in my right eye. I can't fly.
Okay.
I can't do the depth perception thing. I'm hitting trees and shrubs and the ground, and it's no.
That's why you drive a tank.
Yep.
say, Frank, what you could do is see if there's a local flying club or something, and see if and see if they got any that are been crashed or whatever, or parts of crashed ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go.
The grasshopper and the hornet.
Cool.
Nice.
Those are the favorites for I would say for now. Yeah.
Okay, but are they running right now?
The grasshopper is.
Okay, good. Good for you.
But the hornet it needs the speed controller and a set of back wheels.
A set of back wheels. Yeah, that would kind of help.
Servo, but
yeah,
they're complete. They're all complete. Cool. Got metal shocks on them. All the good trimmings. Like them. We did the third shock mod on the Tamiya, where the rear axle mounts in the back.
Okay. Yeah.
You get that hop going, and you can get the little tiny small short shock absorbers, and there's a way you can mount it up inside there, and it stops that hop.
Okay.
Yeah, keeps it from flopping around. Okay.
Hey Kevin, hey, how you doing? RC84 Films.
It's actually in this one. See it up in there?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, little tiny shock in
And
there.
it keeps the front from hopping on you too much.
Cool.
That looks like the wheels off my Asterion that you got on the back of that.
I have no clue what those are from. I have no
Yeah.
clue at all. There's no clue. But yeah,
They look very similar.
these have been through some playtime for sure. You know? Oh. All right, that's my show and tell. What's anyone else got?
Just wait a minute. Just wait a minute. We're gonna go through the grasshopper thing.
Okay. Oh, okay. The grasshoppers.
So that's the grasshopper that you have.
Yep.
The hornet and the grasshopper.
Yeah.
They're actually basically the same thing, I do believe. They were geared different or something when they came out.
There you go. You can put skis on them.
In tracks on the back.
Those are actually cool to run like that. I've watched them.
Yeah. So this one,
Wonder if we can see the pictures big.
on the fin's off it. I don't have the fin on it. This one is got the picture of the hornet on the front.
Okay.
And then the other one is just a picture of. There's no picture on it. Just paint. But no, that's not it because the tail on that one is built into the body. These ones have a separate tail built. These are the separate tail on the body.
So that's probably the grasshopper 2.
Yeah.
These are the originals from
Okay.
80s.
Okay. So
That body though is the exact same body as the original ones though.
so yours is not the original one then.
That's not the original, is it?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Is it?
Yeah,
They did the repop. Yeah, they did the repop and the original, the exact same body.
Okay.
So yours might be a 2 body, or it's been modified for the grasshopper.
Yeah.
Let's go look at the manual for the.
I don't even know because there is a separate little mount where it goes right here on the back. And
That's the
fin comes
2, I
up.
believe.
I think
That's the
that's
2.
the 2.
Is it?
Yep.
How about that? Learn something new every day. Thank you very much.
Oh, I'm glad we could help. Let's put a 2 at the end of that and see the big difference.
Yeah.
Grasshopper 2. Now that still has that fin.
Yeah. Well, look up the hornet because that one's the hornet. The yellow one's the hornet. It's me a hornet. Yeah. Hornet versus grasshopper. Yeah.
Hey Frank, did you put Nightbot on again?
There it is.
Yes.
Okay, because someone just said something about it and I saw it popped up in there, so I just wanted to make sure.
Is that the one you have there, JM?
Yeah.
So hold on. Let me go to John. John. Where's John? Spotlight video. There we go.
There you go.
Yeah. There's the one.
Yep, I've got the same one on the shelf over here.
Huh. So
But
what is the big difference between the two? I mean, I've got the same shocks on the back.
Yep.
Same motor setup.
It was just a couple of
Well,
minor
I got a bigger.
differences.
I got a little bit bigger motor in mine.
What about on the
Yeah.
front suspension? Is there like a plate on the front suspension, or do you have just the plastic body?
You got the plastic chassis, and then you got
Okay.
the part of the back section. So
So just like that.
Hold on. Let me spotlight you. Yeah.
yep,
So
Yeah,
that's
it was.
I think
Yeah,
you.
it's very minor differences.
yeah.
I
Okay.
think you do have a grasshopper. You probably don't have the right body on it. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Like I said, on my shock towers, I got them same black mounts. So
Let's see what you got. Yep. Yeah. Same here.
So I still got these ones. These are the ones you're talking about, but the body covers them. So
this is no.
Wait till Brad gets back in here. You'll be able to tell
he'll
you
probably
exactly
know.
which one it is.
Yeah.
Okay. So that one's definitely not, but So look at see if you can find a Hornet. Or was that the Hornet that you were just showing? Because
That was the Hornet I was just showing it. Yours looked like a Hornet. No,
he's
because
got the grasshopper there.
you don't have the person inside the Hornet. You can actually see the driver.
The driver is very. You just take the screw out of the top center, and
Yeah, but
the driver comes out.
his you can't even see a driver in there. It's just
No.
or is there a driver? Okay, yeah, you do have windows.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
see,
the
that's a
hole on the
Hornet.
center.
That is
Yeah.
a Hornet.
Yeah.
Because you see there's a B on your hood.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. But the other one.
That's a Hornet.
Okay. Got it. Done. Thank you. Straighten that one out. I never even looked it up. I just started playing with the thing. It ran great. Never had any problems with it.
Yeah.
They're close to both the same, but a little bit different. Cool.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering what those little minute differences are now.
Okay.
It's weird.
I think it's a body difference. That's about it.
That's pretty much
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Pretty much body and wheels and tires.
Because that's a thicker plastic on the original one, right? The one number one. How thick is the plastic on that?
For the body, they're all hard bodies. They're all about the same.
Yeah.
Is it? Comparable to the Lexan that's on these?
Oh, you've got Lexan on those?
Yeah, these are the thin.
Okay.
These are the thin bodies.
Because the Grasshopper, the stock body is a hard body. It's
a hard body like that.
This is a solid one.
Okay, so that's solid plastic. It doesn't get no give. It'll snap.
Yeah.
Okay. So these are Lexan then. So that's a difference.
Yep.
A little bit lighter.
Yeah, they did have Lexan bodies for those for when they had the race series for those back in the day.
Right on.
So that could be what those are.
Okay. Cool. Even better. All right. Yeah, make a cigarette real quick.
I just turned off Nightbot.
Oh, is it driving people nuts?
I don't know.
No.
Nightbot was just telling me, help me out, guys. Don't forget to thumbs up this video. And don't forget to subscribe.
Oh, yeah, I do got to do that, don't I?
RC next Tuesday. Hey, Sang's in here. How you doing, Sang?
Is he? Where's he at? There he is.
He's still logging on.
I was going to say, Sang might even be able to clear that up of which one.
Yeah.
True.
Is which.
Sang would know. Shen's RC is also saying Grasshopper has no swing rear suspension and no rear oil shocks. It has a 380 motor and hard body screw with body. Hornet Lexan body.
Yep, solid axle movement.
Now, the original Grasshoppers, I believe, did have a 540 can because mine, they used the same transmission setup. And I've got the adapter to go to the 380, but you take that off and a 540 bolts right on.
That's 5. This is a 5 series on this one.
Yeah.
I got the 550 12-turn Traxxas motor right here on this one.
Nice.
Yeah, you're just crazy, that's all.
You have a 550.
Scoots right along like ding, 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 ding.
So that's a 550 on there, but it came with a 380?
Yeah.
Yeah. That thing's they're fun. They are a fun car.
Mine.
Hey, RC Rorschach, how you doing? Welcome in. RC next Tuesday's there. General Hobbies there. RC Mass Masters, Swampers RC. RC Rorschach, I told him. Shen's RC's there. Earl RC's there. Swampers.
Yep, there's mine with the 380 in it.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
And then I've also got different tires. I've got the Pro Line waffles that I got. These are real hard to find anymore.
See, that's the tires that John needed to comb his hair. That's the type of tires I was looking for so that John could comb his hair earlier because his hair was messy. Right now, it's not bad. I'm not sure what tire he used to comb his hair, but they look good right now.
So.
You use that one? Okay.
Oh, been a long day today.
So if any of you want to jump in, I'll put the link in the chat also so you guys can actually jump in. So here's the link to jump in here. So if you want to jump in a live video and talk about your most like RC, tell us about it. What about you, Sang? What's your most favorite RC that you have in your, well, how many you got? 5 or 6 RC now?
A few.
Yeah, you got
I
a
was
few.
just saw your YouTube and talk about Tamiya, so I got excited to join.
Cool.
I got a CC01 that I love too. The what is it? The Ford Bronco, the 73 Ford Bronco one. I've got that one too.
Yeah, that's what basically like. I have my favorites, but I have my favorites like in buggies. I have my favorite in trail trucks. They all have their place depending what I feel like doing. So
this is true too because God, it's hard to say that's my favorite one for sure. Yeah. Like what you just said, Tang. It depends on what you're doing at the time, but overall, I think since I've ever started with RCs, I'd have to say it would be the Tamiya run because that's one of the first ones I ever remember, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got quite a few of them, and most of them are in working order. Not all.
Yeah, I was gonna definitely say it all depends on what I'm doing. If I'm doing bashing, then it's going to be it's going to be max, or if I'm just tooling around, it's goofing around and jumping around a little bit, and just bunny hopping, it'll be the SMT10 Gravedigger.
Yeah, it's weird because like when you do bashing with a big truck, I have my Savage. That thing is huge. It's big, and when you see that big truck in the air, like doing a big jump, it's 5, 6 feet, 10 feet in the air. It just like, wow, this is cool. Yeah, you could do that with the Tamiya, but the problem is it doesn't have the weight to go that high. You need weight, you need momentum and weight to carry you farther.
Oh yeah.
So the heavier a car is, the more height you're going to get. But to get more height, you need more power. So that's why they make these beats now, and especially a 1/8 buggy. Man, nothing flies like a 1/8 buggy. Like those you can control in the air.
Like I'd say one of my more favorite bashers would be the Red Cat Blackout.
Okay.
The XTE I had. It was built like a brick. I could run it in the trees, and everything was just so interlocked. The chassis wouldn't twist. You might snap a pin off or something, but you wouldn't blow the transmission off the end or something like that.
Oh, RC Basher Boy says, truck. Cool. RC Basher Boy says his favorite one is the Vetera Glamisphere. I could have bet that's what he would have said. Yeah. Well, he's got 3 or 4 of them. He's got 3 of them. I think he's got more than 2 anyways.
Yeah, he's got a couple
Sang just went to get something. So, what is that, John?
Oh yeah, say this is how my weekend's been.
Oh, fun.
Oops.
You got replacement?
Oh no, this is off the max, and this is plastic drive shafts I've been snapping left and right.
Cool. So let's see what Shan has for
oh, there we go.
Sang.
There you go.
I see that today in a model.
Kong head.
Kong head with different tires on it.
Yeah,
that looks good with those
tires.
on
That
it.
look good.
Locked differential.
They're locked. They're locked. Cool.
Yeah. All 6 wheels.
Yeah, that thing would not be nice on my trail. That thing would crawl nice. It's probably got the wheel speed to make up that the hill too, Sandy Hill.
Yeah.
That's one that I've never had before. Is a 6-wheel driver. Never had an RC 6-wheel drive.
I got to meet up
Same
with you,
here.
Sang, and you got to come back here, or I have
Yeah.
to pick it up, bring it up my trail, and try it back again with Sandy Hill. That would be a cool video to see on my trails.
Yeah, the big 6 wheels does make a huge difference. It's like it's almost unstoppable, whether you go on dirt, grass,
Yeah.
sand.
I've seen those things float also. Like they can float.
Possibly. Yeah. Really good.
Like a huge wheelbase benefit.
Yeah.
Going up hills like sharp inclines and hills that drop real quick or go up real quick. You got the flex in the back. Get more grabbage.
Cool. Yeah. Pigeon Kicker has that plane behind him, and I was telling him I needed one or I was looking for one, so he's willing to send it to me. But I'm so scared of shipping that big friggin' huge box over here. It's too bad it doesn't have a motor. We could just fly it through the river and through the border. But shipping that to Canada might cost $50 or $60, not because of weight, but because of the size.
Just because of the
Yeah,
size.
it's big.
Yeah.
I mean, it's. Let me see. So I'm 5'10".
Yeah.
I'll give it 4.5 foot tall.
Yeah.
By about a foot by about 8 inches.
Wow.
Right around there. It probably weighs 9-10 pounds. Right around there. I printed out all the instructions too, so there's a fresh set in there.
Cool. Somebody's talking about missing Viterra. That's true. Viterra is not making any more cars or trucks or whatever. They were supposed to keep making cars, but I don't think they bought too many RC cars. So I think they're just going to get engulfed and their technology is going to go somewhere else. So
Yeah.
just kind of sad.
Plus, the Viteras didn't sell too well compared to other things.
Yeah. Well, price was okay. It was a little lower.
Yeah, no, price was. It's just a lot of places didn't have support for them, so they didn't sell too well.
Yeah, there's someone, Shen RC says, Tank, I think it would get destroyed by the time it got to you.
Yeah, true.
With the crazy shipping these days. You know, that is quite true.
Yeah, I'm just going to look locally.
Go right along.
I'm just going to go look locally, and I'm sure I can find some used one without a motor, because I don't want a motor. I want to do a crash site on my trail. So when people come with the truck, they can actually take a picture and fake that there's a crash site.
Oh, just have like the pieces laying there.
Yeah, like the tail fin sticking up. The tail fins sticking up, and one wing somewhere and the other wing somewhere else, and things like that. And you paint it black and gray and make it look like it's burnt marks. So
it'd be interesting to see what you can come up with it.
Yeah,
it would be interesting.
Yeah,
I'll find out exactly how much it weighs and what it'll be to get it to you.
It's gonna be too much for shipping.
You never know. You never know.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, it doesn't have to be a Tamiya. What's your favorite car? It can be anything you guys think it is. If you have Arma, you love your Arma, talk about it. That's what my favorite crawler would be the TF2. The TF2, hands down, is my favorite truck because the way it handles and the way it looks on the trail. Not the way it performs, because I can make it perform pretty good. Yeah, TRX4 can handle more bad terrain and things like that because the pumpkin is much higher, but to me, it's not as fun. So to me, that would be my funnest. Buggy, I guess my twin hammer is fun. I love my twin hammer. HPI, my unicorn car, that one's fun for a car to bash on the road and do some donuts.
What about nitro versus electric?
I never owned a nitro. My brother has nitro, and my brother had nitro and gas. But I never owned a nitro. I wanted to. Well, I never owned. There is one sitting in the box. It's a very old one. It's a vintage. But it's one of those cars that you get in manuals. You get a book. Back then, you used to get a book, and you got one part. And then you get another book, you get another part. Well, I got one all in books, still in books. I got all the books, and it's half put together. So it's started to build, and I got all the rest of the book to build it all. So but I haven't built it, or it's just sitting there. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet.
Right.
I got to take pictures or do a video with it. That'd be cool.
Yeah, right on. Somebody in chat said something about a SCX10.
My old-time favorite will be the Traxxas Stampede two-wheel drive. Cool.
Earl, yeah.
The
Yeah,
one
an
that got him.
original SCX10. It's got that Tamiya Bronco body on it.
Nice.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of modification
it
on that.
Good. It really handles nice with this body because if you roll it over, the body's tall enough that it just flips it right back over on its wheels. It's really actually kind of cool with it.
The body on there looks like a redneck build it.
Yeah, that's
You
what
know
all
those
my stuff.
redneck monster truck or redneck truck you see on the real on YouTube. There you see some real trucks and the mud, the girls
builds and
gone
things
wild
like
and
that.
things like that. There.
That's pretty much basically what all my stuff is I just get parts and put them together. And if I need something, I find something and I make it work.
That's what's fun with the hobby. Like, make it your own.
Yeah, it keeps me out of trouble.
Cool.
That's prime example. My the Pro Mod that I have here. It's got banded arms on one side and slash arms on the other.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Just so I can get a little bit of a wheel stagger on it.
Looks like big squid. Oh, that's not it. I went to Big Squid and it brought me somewhere else.
Yeah.
Big Squid RC. He says to my HPI as a new truck. Well, that's Maverick RC. Maverick RC has this new Quantum truck. That looks different.
Swamper says he raced a Nitro touring car for a while. A Nitro Fortec. I've heard of them before. A Nitro Fortec.
The Fortec, okay.
Yeah, I've heard. There was another one that was Nitro that had a belt drive that stretched along the bottom plate from front to rear. It was a great big long belt.
Is that one of the HPIs?
I forget who made that one. It was like huge. It was the gearing sat sideways.
That sounds like HPI, the RS4.
I don't see that there. This is the main page of them, and that's the most recent one. I don't see that HPI unless that's the one I saw the first one. Proline, Bigfoot. No, the only monster truck I saw was that first one here. And
Maverick
that's basically the Maverick.
They're saying.
Oh, Maverick is HPI. Oh, is Maverick the company that actually bought HPI? I think that sounds right.
It might be.
Those actually look like HPI style wheels.
True.
If you look here, it says insane power of flux brushless systems.
There you go. Maverick is HPI. Yeah, shows you how much I know. I gotta follow.
Learn something new every day.
I gotta follow the technology.
I had no clue either.
Looks nice and compact. What about that battery box?
It's straps. Straps on this side. Straps. Nothing wrong with straps. It holds it down very good.
That looks good.
So they actually decided to keep the name Maverick instead of HPI. That's interesting.
Probably easier licensing wise if they already had stuff.
Yeah.
They already own the name, yeah, but I mean, it doesn't cost that much with a company like that to license a name. 15 turn brush.
550 brushed motor, 15 turn. Oh, or a 3300 kV flux brushless motor. So you got the choice.
That's cool.
So full-time 4-wheel drive is standard, it said too. So no center diff.
You say click on the link to find more about it.
Brand new, man. It's nothing there.
No result found for Quantum Monster Truck.
Oh wow, Ford GT body.
Yeah. You don't see a lot on the Venture anymore. It's too bad. It was a nice looking truck. I love the look of this truck.
Yeah.
And then Shen RC says the Maverick is their lower end line, he believes.
Okay.
What's up, everyone?
Hello.
Oh my God.
RC84.
Hey.
Gee, we're letting anybody in here? What's going on?
Well, fine. I'll log off.
Thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
Cool.
I figure I get on. I figure I get on tonight because next week I probably won't be able to talk. I'm getting some surgery done to my mouth there, so.
They finally found a way to shut your mouth closed.
I'll probably.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just teasing. I'm in that mood today, so be careful, yeah, guys.
Oh, good.
AZ Froggy, you got a guest behind you.
Oh, sneaking around, huh?
Tell her to say hi.
They said say hi.
Okay, hi.
They said hi.
So, what's your favorite one, AZ Froggy? What's a favorite one you got for on road?
For on road, probably the big beast right there.
Big Beast, a semi truck.
Yep.
You've put in a lot of hours on that one.
Yeah, I have.
And how much runtime though have you put? You put a lot of hours building it, but how much runtime?
Outside, not so much, but inside, learning to drive it in tight areas, quite a bit actually.
Okay, good.
So, yeah, I love the way this thing drives. Like I said, I put in the time and all the wheels, putting the Grand Hauler fenders on the back. The light kit I just did. It's just fun. I love these things. They're monsters. They're a pain to dial in at times for the transmissions, but it's all part of the challenge of it.
Yeah. So what about the trail truck?
Trail truck? I've got my SCX10.
SCX10,
That's
okay.
over here. Grab that quick enough.
Now, have you ever tried any other trail trucks?
To own myself, no. Driving other people's stuff, yes.
Okay.
So I've driven Viteras. I've actually driven the HPI Venture. Then the 10.2. I had the AX10 Scorpion for a while. I just sold that recently. So, but yeah, this is an OG SEX10.
Cool. That roof looks nice. It's a gun metallic or whatever.
Yeah, gunmetal gray.
Gunmetal gray. Nice.
Yep. Good. Yeah, nothing super fancy. I got the Boom Racing fat axles on the thing for the metal axles.
Okay.
I've got a Amazon special transmission in it and a axial 55 turn motor and my MKS D1220 servo.
Cool.
Right now it's got the Traxxas Chevy wheels, just the plastic ones. That's it. Tekin ESC for brush. It was actually given to me.
Oh yeah. Now, what about basher? If you go bash and have fun and things like that, is it like a slash or?
I don't have a basher at this time.
Oh really? Okay.
Yep. All I've got. I do have two slashes, but they're my race trucks. One's the bomber class and one's the thunder truck.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I could convert one of those over to a basher, no problem, if I wanted to. I just don't have anything set up at the moment.
Cool. John Martin, which one's your favorite on road?
On road? I don't have any on road yet. but I'm probably going to say the felony once it does show up.
Okay. Oh, you ordered a felony?
The felony,
Wow.
yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, but you have dragsters. Those are on road.
What's that?
Dragsters are on road, and you have a few of
Oh
those.
yeah, I got the dragsters. So like I said, that's a straight line, so I really don't count that.
Cool.
So I'm not going to be able to do burnouts and donuts and all that other fun stuff like you can with the felony once it shows up.
Cool. You have any crawlers?
Yeah, I got the SCX-10.
SCX-10. Okay, cool.
Yeah. And it's the one I brought to Axial Fest. I got it apart at the moment.
Okay.
All the running through the mud and water and all that other crap. Yeah, I gotta clean it.
Cool. Hey, Sean, how you doing?
What's up, Sean?
Sean saying, hey, everyone.
What's up, Sean?
Sang, what about you? What do you have a basher? What other truck do you like for playing on road or doing donuts or whatever?
I brought this one here. This is probably one of my favorite.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Guys,
What's that?
we're talking like about the grasshopper or hornet earlier. So this
Okay,
is essentially a grasshopper or hornet with a lunchbox chassis.
Nice.
Nice.
So the gearbox is like the hornet or grasshopper.
Yeah. It's got the little wheelie bar on it,
But-
just like the originals too.
It looks like it's got a short wheelbase, or is it just throws it off because of
It's-
the?
It's a very short wheelbase, yes.
Okay.
So shorter than the grasshopper or the hornet.
Oh, much. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot shorter.
Wow. But it's the same pretty much suspension and stuff on the front and back then. Nice.
Yeah. The whole back end is the grasshopper and
Yeah.
the front end.
Oh yeah. Cool.
The chassis is the lunchbox.
Oh, right on.
It's
The-
interesting
the
how they do
Vanessa's
that. Eh?
lunchbox.
Yeah.
Right on. Got one of them hanging on the wall too.
Yeah. So this is
Very
one of
interesting.
my favorite just to run it on the road.
So
Okay.
so is the wheelbase on that? Is it the same wheelbase as on the lunchbox?
No, that's a good question. It's actually shorter than the lunchbox. I was going to use the lunchbox body on it,
Yeah.
but it doesn't line up because the lunchbox, the way that the rear gearbox is mounted, actually lower and further back.
Okay.
So the lunchbox, it actually has a longer wheelbase.
Now, was that kit? Does that come as a kit with that body and everything?
No, I tried to make it look like the 1985 Pajero that Tamiya released,
Okay.
which essentially was about a year before they made the lunchbox. So they had the Pajero first, and then they made it into a monster truck to the lunchbox. So I
My
kind of
wheel
went
fell
back.
off.
So I kind of combined the gearbox of the grasshopper and the front end of the grasshopper, which is essentially what the original Pajero was.
Okay.
So essentially, they went from this, and then about a year later, they made the lunchbox.
That's actually kind of cool to know. I did not know that. That is
Yeah.
actually pretty cool to know.
Cool.
Yeah, like
Good
so
job.
this whole front end is the grasshopper, has a lunchbox body, bumper,
Mhm.
and gearbox.
Right.
Cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, so it's very cheap. It runs great on the road. I mean, besides a short wheelbase, but it handles surprisingly pretty well.
Do you
Yeah.
have a measuring tape there or a ruler? I want to see what the difference is. Real
Yeah.
quick if we could.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go and grab, because I do have the lunchbox here. I'm gonna go and grab it. Wait.
Okay.
Right on.
Cool.
And we'll see if
And
They're all the same.
RC84 film. Since we're waiting for Sang to come back, well, what's your favorite on street car?
I don't have an on street car.
You don't have a street car? It's all
No.
trucks, all trail trucks,
Just all trail trucks. I don't have no really street type of vehicles. No, I don't.
and heavy machinery. You got bobcats, loaders, tanks,
LCG slash.
Yeah.
and you got a Tamiya there. Was that a Konghead also?
Yeah, it's Konghead also.
Okay. So what's your favorite truck? Like you got a lot of trucks there. What's your favorite truck out of all of them?
Probably the TF2. I mean, that's the only one that has like both the best worlds. Like it has the crawling aspect and it has the scale aspect.
Okay.
So, but they're all my favorite, really.
What about your new team associated? How does that compare to the TF2 now? Because you've got that, and how does it compare to it, or do you compare to it?
Honestly, I still haven't ran the vehicle yet because I'm actually going to tear it all down and rebuild it and all.
Okay.
So I actually got my chassis in this week for it.
Oh, so you're going to put that chassis on it?
Yeah, this is a G-Speed chassis.
Okay. Now that is strange what you're going to do, because you said you haven't really rode it or tried it.
Not really, no.
That looks
So
like carbon fiber too.
how do you know changing the frame will make it better?
Good question.
That's a good question. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. But
Carbon fiber is
So-
stiffer than the aluminum eye rods, the eye beams they use.
Oh yeah. So here's a little challenge for you, and I just want you to put that on your video if you can. But ride it, do a vertical climb, do something with it to actually test a couple challenges before you do that modification. You can actually do that inside.
yeah,
Go over something or do some frame twister. See how much twist there is on the frame, and do a couple little things, and then do the modification and see if it's better or if it's worse. So it's
that's what I plan on doing.
it's just because to me, it's if you're changing something, you're changing it to be better. But if you don't know what you don't like about it, it's like, anyways, it would be
point.
interesting. Very interesting. Cool. Thank you. Sang is back. Let's go back
Yeah.
to Sang.
Yeah.
So here's the ruler. So
Okay.
the wheelbase is about 7.5 inches.
9 inches on. It's 9 inches on the Vanessa's lunchbox.
Yeah, so it's quite a difference, about 7.5
Yeah,
inches. And the Vanessa lunchbox, which I got here, you're right, it is close to 9 inches. Yeah, it's about 8.5 or close to 9.
Okay.
Yeah. You got the yellow one too.
Hello.
So because the way the lunchbox gearbox is pushed down and back more,
Okay.
which makes the wheelbase longer.
Gotcha.
And that the other one I have is kind of the gearbox and back is up more, and it's about an inch closer.
So it keeps the body more squat down toward the ground.
Yeah,
basically.
yeah. So it's down and further out as
Further
opposed
out.
to the other one.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. Gotcha.
Cool. Thanks
Yeah.
for the info. And welcome in, Brad. Brad is.
Oh. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Brad.
I'll rename you Brad.
All right.
There. I called you Brad.
Hey, I haven't seen both of you in a while.
He's got bad on there, not Brad.
Oh yeah.
2 points.
Feel that way about me.
Oh, sorry, I just caught that. It's kind of funny.
My bad.
Oh,
Ba-dum-bum.
Bump. I forgot the R. It's me being dyslexic.
there you go.
So I put Brad to Maya Man.
Right on.
That's better.
So Pigeon Kicker was showing some of his Tamaya, and earlier we were debating if it was a grasshopper or a hornet. So we figured it was a hornet.
It's black.
Pardon me?
It's black and has a different body.
Yeah. So
Even though there was a limited edition black grasshopper.
oh yeah.
Yep. But the hornet and that's a hornet. body.
Okay.
Yeah. But is that a Hornet chassis?
Yes, if the rear end moves around.
Yes, it's got the flex.
Yeah.
Right there, you mean?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Problem solved.
Cool.
now
So I went around
my second-
table and asking people what's their favorite RC that they've owned in the past or had or still have. So which one is your favorite on-road car, Brad?
God, I had several.
Yeah, you gotta pick one, man. Come on, you gotta pick one. One on car and one trail truck. So that's two.
I don't have a trail truck.
Did you ever have a trail truck or
I did have a CCO one, but it wasn't. It was the lowrider version.
That's hard to take on the trail, a low rider.
Yeah, I know. It had the big rims and the low riding. I got it for the street tires because I wanted to use it that way.
Okay.
To me, I have to say it's a toss up between my TLO1 and my FFO1.
Okay.
FFO1.
Yeah, I had a Renault Clio from the mid '90s or early '90s model.
I'm Googling TLO1 right
And
now.
what's interesting about the FF chassis, they all come with ball diffs.
They all come with what?
They all come with ball differentials, meaning they have more limited slip behavior.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
And they're front wheel drive. Shane was shaking his head. Yeah, he said that's a pretty good scene. Pretty good, right?
So this is a
Shane already had the
TLO1 chassis.
Yeah.
I have the white box model of the Alfa Romeo 155.
Okay.
That was a pretty damn good chassis, especially if you put coil fill dampers on it.
Okay. And it was
Yeah,
four-wheel drive.
solid metal drive shaft, through and through, solid.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's actually kind of nice for Tamiya.
That means it wouldn't wobble.
That chassis reminds me a little bit of the MO chassis, but a longer wheelbase.
They were out at the same time though, Frank.
Okay.
I had an MO1 that I loved a lot too. I had a Mini Cooper like the one you have.
Yeah, mine's an MO3. So I don't have an MO1. I don't have an MO2. I don't have an MO4. I have an MO5 and an MO6.
I don't know why my thing has gone bad again. I swore I came in the right way.
Yeah, you're still buzzing or scrambling. Yeah, I don't know why. You came in the right way. You came in via the phone, so it should be good, but it's not. That's odd.
It really pisses me off.
Steve-O is chilling. How you doing, Steve-O?
You know, RC Mask Master made a point when he said Tamiyas are cheap but not inexpensive. Still have to buy stuff like bearings and electronics and paint, etc. That is absolutely true.
To a point.
Depending on
To
the
a
kit
point.
you get. If you get the Pro kit or the Race, the R kit, it comes with bearing. If you get the Drift kit, it comes with bearings.
Yeah.
So it all depends which kit you buy. But on
My Asterion had bearings.
yeah. So it all depends on the kit that you actually get from Tamiya. But on all their kits, you do have to paint them unless they're a pro-built kit. Problem with pro-built kit, they do not have bearings. So you have to be careful. They do have bushings.
Yeah, they do. I still have bushings in some of mine too. Actually, my CCO1 Broncos still got bushings in it.
Yeah, my son's Ferrari is a pro-built. So I still have to take that one apart and put bearing and all of it all over the place. So I'm just waiting for it to become sloppy a little bit, then I'll change it. And we have RC84 films. I think he wants to show something. It looks like a VW Bug.
He knows I have that Hummer, so he's showing it again. I used to own that one.
Yeah, that's nice. That would be a nice trail truck, see? I believe Sang has that too.
My I still had it, I would have changed the motor. I had a 21 turn and it was too fast for it.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's on an on-road platform, so I'm not sure about the trails.
Yeah, it doesn't really do too well. I mean, you got to you can't really lock the rear differential. You can lock the front, but not the rear on it.
Okay.
So
That's a putty in there in the rear.
Cool. Now, what chassis is that? What the name of the chassis?
that is TA0102.
Yeah.
I think
It's a combination of TA01 and TA02, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Cool.
So
I should have kept the regular motor in that when I got it because it was too fast for the 21 turn. It would flip too easily.
yeah.
RC Master, I thought Brad didn't any RCs. No, he had RCs before. His place burnt down, but after that, he kind of got out of it. But he did get one back. What did you get? Did you get a Hornet, or what is the one you just got, Brad?
Well, when I got the stimulus check, I bought the grasshopper. Like I told everybody, I wanted to start back up with that. That was my first client again
The
after 17
Grasshopper.
years.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
And I have this thing is going to fly because I have a really nice stock motor with a 50C 7.2 in it. It's going to fly.
Okay.
It's
Cool.
fly. It does wheelies when you want it occasionally too. That's got a lot of power.
Brad, you're really breaking up bad, so I'll have to go back to RC84 film real quick. You want to show another
sorry.
Hummer? So what's that one?
This is the P48 from HG, which I just done a full rebuild on it.
Yeah, that one looks more detailed. The body and all that. That's got a lot of details on that.
Yeah.
Is that one got the doors that open and the handles, the little latches on the handles and everything for the doors?
Yeah.
Right. That's it. Perfect, man. I love it.
Nice.
I love it. I drove I've worked on Humvees for years, dude. I love that thing. That's awesome.
Now, where did you find the figures for those?
This the Terminator figures.
Terminator figures? Okay. Cool.
No, but really, that is awesome, dude. That's the Scout vehicle. That's the Scout model.
Yeah.
Cool. A-Trail Critter, how you doing? Green Frog, how you doing?
Right on. That thing is cool.
That is nice.
Yeah, and heavy too.
Yeah, I know. It's all metal.
Yeah.
Now, how much does one of those go for? How much do they go for? How much do they go for?
I got it off Banggood for $430.
That's pretty good.
Did you put anything else into it?
I did new electronics, motor, servo, tires.
So you did a few upgrades, the basic upgrades.
Yeah, I mean that's all the truck needs. Really, it's just a good set of electric tires, and it will perform a lot better.
Yeah.
Hello, Keegan. Welcome in.
RC Master, I guess, is not a fan of Bang Goods.
Tell him I just got my Master. I just got my double radio after 4 months.
Yeah, it took you a while to get that from Bang Goods.
Yeah, May 31st. August 20th.
US, so I got it in the US, no problem.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I did get a servo that didn't do me any good real quick.
Do what?
A servo that didn't do me any good. It was real quick.
Servo.
I got that quick.
So there's a Kong head again.
Yeah.
Right on.
I think I might have to look for one of those soon.
You should see that thing on a brushless motor with 4-wheel steering.
Oh yeah, I know.
Did you lock up the suspension on that?
It'd be good to go.
So the rear axle and front axle would turn, and the mid axle would just stay straight.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah. I did lock it, but I think I unlocked the front there.
You've unlocked the front, okay?
Yeah, I think I did.
Cool.
Dynahead has 58.
But it will float, by the way.
It will float?
It will float. I have tried.
Cool.
It will float.
The Dyna one has the quartal axles and needs 58 ball bearings.
Brad, could you do me a favor, log off and log back on again, because you're really breaking up bad and it's not sounding good at all. Sorry, bud.
I can't understand you at all, man.
Yeah. It's very hard to understand and it's very annoying. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm just catching up with the chats there. Kagan's in there. Shen's RC still there. Good stuff. Trail Critter, you should have received an email if you want to jump in here. Steve OD might jump in, depending how he feels.
I see him still floating around in the chat, so we got him at least there.
Yeah.
What's he got down there?
That's another nice one.
What's that one?
Oh,
The HC6 from Cross RC. The
Cool.
long pedal.
I love the details
Even
on
the
those
other way.
axles.
The what?
The details on the axles are awesome.
yeah.
Cool.
That's nuts.
That's the old 5-ton.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the old 5-ton, man. I love them things.
I know. I've always wanted an RC version, and I saw that, and I'm like,
That's awesome.
I can make that look like the truck my dad used to drive in the army.
Oh, yeah.
Real easy.
The behemoth.
but
Yeah.
that's what-
Nice.
My truck's name was Mr. Goodwrench.
Mr. Goodrich.
I was a mechanic, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
The deuce and a half's different. It's got the intake stack on the other side. The intake canister,
yeah.
it's a smaller canister.
Yeah.
The trucks look almost identical. It's just a little bit smaller version of it.
Yeah.
Cool. Just to let you guys know, Sang has the perfect weekend job, which is working
Okay.
at a hobby store.
Right on.
Oh yeah.
But the problem with that is he spends all his weekend pay on back into the hobby. So it kind of pays for itself, but it's like it would be so hard for me working in a hobby store and you see something new coming and you go, oh, I've always wanted that. Oh, I want this. Oh, I want that. Oh, I could use this. It would
Yeah.
be so hard.
Well, it's like
Yeah,
a new
I
store every
dealt with that.
weekend.
You ignore what?
I said I dealt with that before when I helped at the shop I did.
Okay.
Oh, it was hard.
And how do you deal with that, Sang?
Oh, it's hard because like every weekend, Saturday and Sunday that I come in, it's almost like a different store because things move pretty fast in that environment. So it's always like, oh, look, this came in, and then you're thinking, oh, should I get this? And
Okay.
so it's kind of tough working there.
Yeah. And man, even though the COVID is here, I see a lot of people buy hobby store stuff or RC cars because I've seen so many new people in the hobby this year. It's nice. It's cool. But like I was at the hobby store before COVID and I seen like you guys had stock everywhere on the shelf on top. Like it was packed.
Well,
It's almost empty right now.
I
It's
think it's kind of weird with COVID. A lot of people, there's two types of groups. People like there's the people who want a new hobby.
Yep.
And then there's people who had vintage cars or nitro electric or nitro cars that had been sitting around for 20 years. And then they come in and they said, oh, I had this since I was a kid and I need to get the parts for it. So I recommend, well, you need a new radio, you need a battery, you need a speed controller. And then if they have nitro, then they need a few things. And so a lot of people are getting back into the hobby and a lot of new people and even existing people, they want to build something, they want to get something else. So it's actually during COVID, I'm pretty sure it's a lot busier than the same time last year.
okay.
And at the same time, some of the stocks were harder to get. Like some Traxxas vehicles are impossible to get.
Mm.
Like literally I don't think right now in the store, I haven't been there since Sunday, but I don't think there's any Traxxas Slash or Rustler or Stampede, Bandit, you name it. There's probably isn't one in there right now. And those are ones that should be, those are the ones that, we should have, but we can't get them. And some of the ARMA vehicles, there's probably about 3 or 4 ARMA vehicles in there at this present time. And usually before COVID, there's like 20 of them or 30. So it's a stock availability as well as the higher demand. So it's quite the challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. Just trying to see.
Now here's a general question. I was out with the Max today, and I blew the tire on the inside of the rim, right off the rim. Do I have to completely unglue this thing and clean it up to reglue it?
I think so.
If you're lazy, you don't have to. But if you want to do a good job and you don't want it to come off again for years, you have to. You have to try to unglue it very slowly, or heat it up, or bake it, or whatever to unglue it.
Well, that's also another one of those, how much work do you want to do? Because that stock glue is really super hard to get off of there sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the open area already, that'll make it a lot easier to get off. But it's also a good idea to pull it all the way off to make sure your foam isn't ripped.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I was fearing.
Just like me, my Stampede, it kind of came off a little bit, and then I re-glued it. But I only re-glued some area, and it looked like shit. Sorry for the language, but it looked bad. So I actually ran it that way, but I didn't care. And that 90% of the time, it was muddy. So, but right now, it's all torn up again. It's all apart again, and I'm just gonna buy new tires.
Yeah, I might just do it just a little bit, because I was looking at it. The rim's already cracked on it, so I'm gonna end up having to get new tires eventually anyway, new rims on it.
Somebody says denatured alcohol, clean the bead real good, and wheel and recoat should work.
Yeah, if you got to buy new wheels, I'd just do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna probably change them anyway. Get something different.
I mean, if it's $200 set of tires, I'd go all the way. But if for $50 a set, then $40 a what are the Traxxas run? 40, 50?
They're like 45 for a set.
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, they're not bad tires, so it could be worth the extra effort.
Yeah.
Instead of being out on the trail and having it blow out on you again, too.
Well, if it blows out, I'm on the trail. Guess what? It's getting run the way it is.
Super glue. I always carry a tube of super glue, man.
Well, yeah, like I said, but usually I'm just bashing this anyway. So, like I said, I got foams from it already floating around, tires that.
All right.
Shredded.
If it's cracked, there's someone Shen RC says if it's cracked, just get a new one.
Yeah.
I kind of agree with that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I said if you're just gonna run it till you get new wheels, just throw the bead on there, throw some glue on it, and just run it till you get your new ones.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Like I said, these for the Max, the rims are notorious for creating hairline cracks in them.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
And I guess going to the skate park one too many times.
Yeah.
Skate parks are fun though, man.
I know.
They are fun. They are a blast.
You try going to a skate park here by me with an RC car, and they will boot you out. And if you don't leave immediately, they will call the cops on you.
Okay.
Yeah, if they show up and you don't leave, yeah. Same thing in Ann Arbor, where we go to. Like we go to Ann Arbor, Michigan, and there's a great big at the Vets Memorial Park, big huge skate park. But we give them the respect. If there's no one there or in one section, we go over that way.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe somebody can help identify this. I was digging through a box of old chassis, and there's no marks on
Bandit
it.
Rustler.
Rustler.
Yeah,
Bandit
it's a
Rustler.
Rustler.
Is it?
Yep.
Yep, I can tell right from where the body mounts are, or not the body mounts, but the strap for the battery.
Okay.
Yeah. I've got one right over here.
Yeah, it's a dead
Yeah.
giveaway.
Okay, so that means I got two of them then.
Bandit Rustler. There you go.
Okay.
See, it wasn't that hard. You just got to ask.
Yeah, that's why I dug it out. I was like, hey, what is this? You know, maybe I can start finding parts for it and get it put together finally sometime.
Yep.
They have aluminum base plates for these too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're gonna bash it, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Stay
just
plastic.
bend it. Yeah.
Yeah, just stay plastic.
Very good.
The only thing I put aluminum on them is the bearing carriers.
Skate parks are hard on RCs. Oh,
Oh,
there's
they are.
another one. There's a newer one.
There's a Rustler.
That's the new version then.
Well,
Yeah,
that's a
but
gray
it's
one. Yeah.
That's the Rustler. But
Cool.
I said the dead giveaway on that was your
Yeah,
mount
right there in the two divots in the front.
Yep.
Right
Yep.
up.
Cool.
So is it just like a material difference that they made them out of? Or an
Yeah,
actual parts difference?
The
Or
plastic might be a little bit different. than
Wheelbase
what
is
it used to
different.
be.
Yeah.
wheelbase
No,
is different
wheelbase. No, wheelbase is not
different on
different.
slash.
I think the wheelbase
Yeah.
is the same. I think the only thing is maybe just the color.
Yeah,
That's what
between
the
a
Rustler
Bandit
has.
and a Rustler, the difference is the wheelbase is the same. It's the arms for the width. So the Bandit's a lot narrower all the way around than the Rustler. The Rustler has hex wheels on it. The Bandit has pin drive in the back and bearing mount front.
Cool. It's the second time tonight that we have a lady that actually shows up on our stream. Great. Pigeon kicker. His wife showed up.
Sorry, that's Rhonda.
His wife showed up.
Hey, Jake.
she wants me to make her a cigarette.
And so now we got all the other people's wife that needs to show up. Mine's
Yeah.
in bed, so
She likes. She actually really enjoys that Tamiya CC01 Bronco. That to her, that's her
Okay.
favorite one.
cool.
Actually,
There's a difference between the slash right here.
yeah,
And the Rust.
got that.
Yep.
Okay, got it.
Cool.
Yeah, so there's quite a bit of difference with.
Oh, there's
No.
difference.
I meant, is there anything like what somebody had mentioned, like wheelbase, overall length of the actual
No.
chassis, or anything like that?
No, they're exactly the same.
Right on. I'm learning all kinds of good stuff today.
RC Mass Master, you're funny.
Pigeon kicker. I think you should get that Hornet running. It has a lot of character and personality. It's fun to drive.
The one I have here,
Yeah.
it
He
does.
did say one's running.
It does work.
Yeah.
He's got
Oh.
two. One's running and the other one's not.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm just saying they have a lot of character and personality, the Tamiya cars. That's what's really good about them.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I was saying. That's got to be one of them, because I remember them from way back when I first started childhood and things like that.
Yeah, so do I.
And they originally had what was that the servo actually turned that
Oh,
metal
Yeah,
arm.
the throttle.
Yeah, reverse. Yeah, 2 speeds forward, two feeds backwards.
I think it was 3-speed. One. I think they also had 3-speed forwards and 2 back.
Possibly. Like, yeah, if it crossed over on 2 of them instead of
Now help out your wife there.
Yep, I am.
Hi, how you doing?
Fine, how are you?
Don't mind us. We'll just chit chat here and talk about radio controls.
Fine, I heard.
They were talking in the chat there earlier that it's very expensive to go to the RC park, and yes, it is, because you always launch it and you want to go higher. There's one car I went to the RC park and I know I was going to break it, but I did not, and that's the Tamiya, the TTO1. Actually, TTO2. I did not break it. I was jumping it. I was doing some good air with it, and it stayed together. It's kind of strange, but the Tamiya held up the skate park. So
Everything else broke, huh?
yep, the Stampede broke, the Slash broke, shocks keep popping, and I
Nice.
just so.
And people are bad mouthing Tamiya. And
Yeah.
Frank is more durable than anybody else.
But next time I'll just bash it a little harder, I guess.
You gotta hit the wall when the wall's flat at a 90.
Okay, that's the
That's how you
way.
hit
So
the jump the right way. When it's
hitting
straight
the
up,
wall, hitting the wall that goes like on an angle like this is not
it's
good.
no
I gotta
good.
hit the wall
No,
that goes
no,
like
no
this.
good. Hit that from the backside.
Oh, from the backside. Okay. Makes for a cooler video. I'll make sure I put the high speed camera there to go to get a good slow motion. Put a crash test dummy in there.
He's gonna turn it to Jang. He's gonna get the essence of Jang in him.
Aha. There's Trail Critter. Trail Critter. Now you're back. You're in here now. I can ask you the question. Do you have any favorite on-road cars?
I'm gonna go with my drag car.
Your drag car?
That counts as I guess that's an on-road car.
Now you have a whole bunch.
Is it a kit car or pre-made or is it custom?
It's all kit.
The
Is it all
DS.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you didn't know if you were talking about one of the longer stretched.
I prefer building stuff.
Right on.
Okay.
Yeah, just like Frank and I, we prefer building.
Yep.
Yeah.
Half the fun is building it. The other half is running it.
Yeah.
You really get to know the car when you build it. That's the whole point.
And what
I was going to say the fun part is repairing it, right?
repairing? That's the other part that's fun also.
It's also good for the memory because eventually you don't need the directions.
Now, what's your favorite trail truck? I know you have an SEX10, you have Traxxas, you have
A little bit of everything.
yeah. What's your favorite one that you've ridden? And you even got a monster truck, I think.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the Element.
Element.
Yeah, I like the Element. I like how it handles.
Now, which Element did you get?
The Sendero.
Sendero. Okay.
But,
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one you won, I think, eh?
Well, yeah. I guess it got a little brownie points there, but I mean, the portals are nice, but
Yeah.
something about just the solid axle that.
Portals are nice, but I think they're overrated. It's
Yeah.
just as fun without portals, and it's more challenging. And to me, I've said it before, the fun is in the challenge, and portals takes the fun out of it.
In all honesty, when I'm driving like the TRX4 or the 10.3, I find I do stupider stuff with it.
Stupider stuff, okay.
Yeah, like the
Stupider.
biggest rock to try and go over. Like that's a nice big boulder. Let's try to go over that, but I wouldn't do it with like my Vitera or Element. I don't know why.
Steve
Boggles me.
says portals for the win.
Portals for the win.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, Steve.
Well, I'm just reading chat.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the TRX4 is the most durable out of all the trucks I have. But I still like the Element.
Cool. Shen's RC. It's Tanks Tamiya talk. Sorry. It just evolved into that, into Tamiya, but it's basically open. We can talk about anything.
And we have a tank we can talk about.
We got a tank. But
We got a tank
talking about
over here
tanks.
too.
Have you done anything to that thing yet? Is it shooting yet?
What's that?
Is it shooting yet?
No. Well, let me think. I can't say that word, but I will say it's going to use compressed air to project streamers and candy.
That's cool.
It parades like out of the front barrel, but it's not actually going to per se shoot with gunpowder or anything like that.
No.
We have the barrel sized up so you can use the paintballs.
Okay.
It'll fit a paintball. And we're going to set up the trigger mechanism inside for a basic paintball canister and trigger setup.
Cool.
Yeah, it's sitting back
You
over
know-
there too.
You know what you should do is, because I used to be into paintball, Tippmann makes an electronic trigger,
Okay.
and it's a micro switch.
Okay.
So that could be your trigger action there.
Because I've got the all the radios and everything linked up to the Arduino, and it reads all the channels in a sequence. So with that trigger, when it comes up to it, there are separate pins that I could still wire something to like switch on a relay or do like with the. You're saying it's on like a micro switch. So if I actually had a gear reduction motor with a little offset wheel on the top.
Yep.
And when that spun, it would hit that little micro switch. Ding, 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 ding. That's what you're talking about. Gotcha. For the automatic coming out of the front. Okay. Cool. Understood.
Shan RC says CC01 for the win. I guess he likes the CC01. What about the CC02?
Popular model. It was really popular. It was all over when it came out.
But anybody been trying the CC02 yet? I still have mine in the box. I got to build the friggin' thing.
No shelf queens, Frank. Come on.
It's not a shelf queen right now. It's a box queen.
Don't have an O2.
Nope. I just built the XVO1T in the Asterion. I still haven't even put electronics in that yet. I'm still debating if I'm going to or not, honestly. I don't want to beat it up. It looks too good.
You can enjoy it.
That's one thing I just realized. Once I build that truck, I'm going to have to figure out what paint job I'm going to put on there. I guess the easiest thing to do is just box art like that. You know what it's going to look like. You don't have to worry. Just box art. Just do it box art.
Somebody in chat actually says they had a gas-powered airsoft tank, and it shot 400 feet per second or more. It was crazy. That was Shen RC that says he had one.
Cool.
What scale was that? By the way,
16.
16?
Yeah. He was 16.
Okay. That's actually a really common tank. It's got all the nice little options with the audio and everything on it.
Okay. Sang says he misses his CC01 CRV that I sold.
Right.
Yeah, you get seller's remorse after a little bit. After you've sold it, I should have kept it. Oh, I should have kept it. There's always that other thing that tweaks your eye that you want to get.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Now, there must be a way to do a Nerf thing, because I know they have some big Nerf guns now, and there must be a way to jimmy something on your tank that would shoot like a Nerf ball or something.
I'm sure there is, but the problem might be getting something strong enough to cock it back again. On like an airsoft, it takes a lot of force to pull it back.
Yeah.
Whereas, like inside of somebody was saying the airsoft rifles, something like that. These come out of the airsoft rifles. They are the automatic canister, and they have a 400 or a 300 series motor in them, and it's an automatic and with a little barrel. This is I think what he was talking about. Something like this is what your setup is inside that tank, with a little air canister and a spring, and it's got a plunger that comes back and forth with it.
Okay, that'd be interesting.
I hear that there's some airsoft that will shoot over 1,000 feet or second or something.
What was that, Brad?
I thought they had some airsoft that do over 1,000.
Oh, I'm sure of it, just about probably.
Why is there a curve in that gun?
What happened to your barrel, man? Looks bent.
It's backspin.
Your barrel is bent.
Backspin.
Go see a doctor. They can fix it.
It gives backspin. That's the way it's made.
So that the actual round gets a backspin on it, and it doesn't take off up. It goes down.
Yep.
It stays more level. Wow. Show that again.
Interesting.
That is.
It's a long barrel too.
Oh yeah, it is.
Wow.
That's so weird.
That's actually kind of cool.
Oh yeah.
Definitely different for sure.
It's been in a good many firefight for paintball.
So General Hobby says, Sang's Vintage RC channel, I feel ya. Every time I come on these stream, y'all make me regret selling any of my RCs.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm already kicking myself for selling my AX10, so.
You sold your AX10?
Yeah.
Darn. You shouldn't have.
Oh well. No, but I needed some room. It's just sitting.
It's just like me. I'm fixing the center wheel. The Beast lost a wheel. That's why it's only got 2 wheels right now.
Yeah.
But the center one is gone. I'm getting some new gears. Like last time I did a live stream, I took it out. So I should get them this weekend. But I'm actually seriously thinking of selling it. So I got too many trail trucks and I don't use it a lot. And it's not, it's cool. It's a nice army truck and all that, but I don't know. I'd rather get something else like the one I'm thinking of getting. If I sell it, I'm thinking of getting the Red Cat.
Wendigo.
Wendigo, yeah, that's it. Thank you.
I remember from last night.
Yeah. So that's the only reason why I would want to sell that is for me to get the Wendigo. I think I'd have more fun with the Wendigo on the rocks and on the trails than that thing. Yes, 1 transmitter per receiver. You can get a lot of transmitter to control a lot of receivers, but your own receiver can only bind to 1 transmitter at a time.
I know I can get
propaganda. What's up?
Wait, there was somebody that was doing a series on videos. He had 3 Broncos running off of the same RC transmitter.
I know
that. Different trucks at the same time. He would move one and then another and then another, and it was all off the same radio.
Yeah, that's Sean.
Yeah,
That's Sean.
Was it Sean?
Sean.
Okay.
Sean RC Adventure.
Right on.
Yes, you
right
can
on,
do
okay.
that. You can have 1 transmitter control a lot of different RCs.
Receivers, yeah.
And that's what he's got. He's got the flight. He's got a stick radio, and he's using flight receivers. With the flight receivers, you can do that because in planes they do that a lot. You have a receiver for the tail. You have a receiver for the wings. You have a lot of different receivers, so you can bind multiple receivers onto that controller. But it's
it's a 2-wire interface between them.
It's a completely different technology and interface than these guys. So these is completely different.
Flash Guy actually has a pretty decent setup like that.
Okay.
I use them on my 8 channel over here. I got the 8 channel on the thing. So
that's what I use to control. This truck is an old Fly Sky.
A Fly Sky? The
air radio.
Right.
So Miles High RC says you can do it with surface with Fly Sky. Okay, I cannot drive 3 truck with this 1 car with this one remote. There's not with this Fly Sky. I know that because he's driving 3 RCs. Sean's RC Adventure with 1 remote with a pistol grip. You can't do that because you only have 1 steering wheel. So you can't switch on the fly a different truck real quick, and you only have 1 throttle. Sean's RC Adventure can steer and throttle the 3 trucks at the same time. That's the big difference with the receiver that he's using in transmitter.
And you can control them all independently. It's not like he hits one and they all go the same direction. It's not like that. They're all
not one at a time. It's the 3 trucks at the same time are going, and he's turning them at the same time.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Definitely a lot of hand-eye going on there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying,
back.
driving 3 of them at the same time.
Pardon me?
Driving the 3 of them at the same time is a lot of hand-eye coordination right there.
Yeah.
He's the Yoda of RC.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
There's the Yoda of
There
RC.
he is.
We're kind of talking about driving 2 or 3 cars with the same remote.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot to turn them off.
Darn.
Whose noise is that?
I don't know.
Not I.
Somebody was back.
So Kevin Gibbs is back. He says the basement stairs tried to kill him. Well, that's not good. Call the cops on your stairs.
Get the sledgehammer
that's not
out.
right. Yeah, that's right. Sledgehammer. Take the sledgehammer to the stairs. Make
Light 'em on
sure
fire.
you're in the middle of the stairs when you take the sledgehammer to the stairs.
That's what I was gonna say.
It's just like when you're cutting a tree or a branch. Make sure you're at the far end of the branch when you're cutting the branch. Don't be close to the tree. Be at the far end of the branch. Then cut the branch off.
Yep.
Make sure you hold your forehead over where you're hitting it.
That's what the Wile E. Coyote did all the time with Roadrunner. Like, with the Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote, like Roadrunner was at the end of the branch. He cuts the branch stays there. The tree fall down. Crazy. It just boggles me that they've taken the Roadrunner out. They saying it's too violent, and
Maybe.
Hey, Sean.
Hey. Oh.
Yep. Did that. Took away Elmer Fudd and Yosemite Sam's guns.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stupidity at its finest.
And kids are playing Fortnite, and all the game on Xbox, all the popular games, it's all about war and fighting and blood and
Halo.
All the first player shooters.
Yeah, it's crazy. So
I stick
Brad's
with my
back. Is
Forza,
your audio
that's
back
it.
now? Brad, is your audio better now?
I don't know.
Don't know.
Sounds better.
Sounds better.
A little bit. It'd be even better if you stopped eating while you were talking, though.
Yeah, stop eating when you're talking.
I'm eating, so I'm not talking.
Oh,
We
okay.
can still hear you eating.
Yeah, we hear you sometime eating. That's not good, Brad.
I'm starving, but I'm not getting anything to eat.
Why not?
I should get chips and do those SMR. What are they? SMR and eat chips online? Like,
Yeah. No.
Sing's Vintage RC channel says all cartoons from the 70s and 80s are violent. You know, that's pretty much true.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but still not like half the stuff that's out there today.
Well, it's just like
Watch some of the Japanese manga and animes.
it's just like I've watched man, that movie, the girl that falls in the hole with the rabbit and the clock, Alice in Wonderland.
Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
And then some people, and I've always watched that movie and didn't think about the movie, just the storyline. But then people told me it's all related to drugs.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's a girl that ODs, and she's thinking of all these things and like a running rabbit and all that. And then when you really think about it, it's the story of a guy or a person
Tripping on drugs.
On bad trip.
Yeah, sure. Have you ever watched? Have you ever watched the remake that? What do you call him? Made the remake. What do you call the guy? Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the remake.
Wonderland. Yeah.
Yeah, the remake one he made the pick up in 2 minutes. That's about drugs.
Yep.
So after I heard somebody explain to me that, I never see that movie the same way now. Kind of ruined it for me.
It's almost like watching Wizard of Oz and listening to Pink Floyd.
Just don't do that when you're drunk.
That's trippy too, there, Tank.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Never tried that one.
Sean, we were talking about your three trucks with the one controller.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about that a while back. Yeah, I mean, what is that?
Stay there, Sean.
DX7.
Oh, it's turn your background off.
I know.
Can't
Yeah.
really see.
I can't see it.
So what do you use for steering? If you're steering 3 trucks, you
Oh,
got
yeah.
one controller that does the right and one controller that does the left truck, the second truck. But
So-
how do you steer the third truck?
Because one stick will do both trucks. You have to completely wire one truck completely backwards. Like you have to wire the motor completely backwards. You have to wire the steering completely backwards, and everything to keep them going. So you have to put. So one, if I turn one, 2 rigs will turn at the same time.
Okay.
Drive together, and then one stick. So I could do 4 if I wanted as well.
So if you would have had if you have 2 trucks, then each stick would control one truck.
Yeah, well, all my videos it has 2 trucks. That's me driving all of them. Each one truck on each stick.
Gotcha.
So,
There was one I thought I saw with 3 trucks in it.
yeah, and that's what I do. One stick controls 2 trucks.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha.
The problem is when you're rock crawling and you do that, if you turn that second truck, the other truck is going to turn, so it's not actually going to use the same path
Yeah,
as
but
that first truck.
that's good because you get a couple of different lines going up,
Yeah,
up the
Get
same
different-
rock. Like,
That's
you know.
true.
Take
But
it as it comes, right?
Yeah, to figure it out was tricky though because you have to wire the servo backwards. You have to reverse the motor and everything to keep them going right, or one would be going forward and the other would be going reverse. So you have to actually reverse the motors. and
Gotcha.
everything.
Gotcha. So you're actually getting inside and rewiring the little potentiometer inside and the
Yeah.
positive, negative on the motor.
Yeah, so it took a bit of figuring out, like so. But now I know how to do it. It's like
So yeah, just a reverse encoded servo.
yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
But it's fun driving to them together. It makes it a little more interesting and a little more challenging, you know.
Yeah, I've always got a kick out of those. It's interesting to see how you're handling it, and you've come on. You've been doing it for Christ a year and a half now. Couple years?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, quite a while.
And it's funny when I go out with only one truck now. It's like, oh, okay. I actually get a little bored just with one truck.
That's great.
Because it's like a quarter of the focus. Because when you're driving 2 of them, you have to remember which one's on which stick.
Yeah.
When you're going, especially when you're doing across a tree. Like if you hit the wrong one when you're going to cross a tree, that truck's gone. Like you know.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good night, Kevin Gibbs. Have a
So
good
it's
night.
like
Take care.
it's like
Yeah.
way more concentration to drive 2 of them.
Right.
So I
There's a lot
asked
of
everybody that came on here, what's your favorite on-road car? Do you have a car?
I'm a Slash 4x4. Probably.
A Slash, okay.
It's not really on road. It's on road.
It's on-road and basher. Yeah, that works.
Is it LCG?
The Slash 4x4.
Is it low center of gravity?
Chassis? Low center of gravity.
No, I don't know. Couldn't tell you. The Slash 4x4. You know.
There's different versions. There's one where the chassis is about a ½ inch or 3/4 inch lower to the ground.
Yeah.
LCG.
Yeah. I think they call it
Okay.
the Ultimate or something.
That's not LCG then.
No, I
Yeah,
don't
they
think
call
you
it
have the
Ultimate
LCG.
or some freaking thing.
And which one's your favorite trail truck?
It has to be my Tamiya. It has to be my Tundra.
The Tamiya.
No,
You're wrong.
honestly, my favorite was
For my benefit.
the favorite for the way it moves out on the rock is actually the Range. See that Range Rover?
Okay.
Range Rover moves so realistically. But one of my
Yeah.
favorites to drive is actually the TF2.
TF2 also. Okay, good.
Yeah, it's one of the favorites. But the Range Rover for just the realistic way it moves, like you know.
What model is that? The Range Rover.
The Range Rover Classic, the '76 one.
Yeah. who made
Which
it, though?
chassis is under there?
SCX 10.2 chassis. on there.
SCXN2.
Oh, the 10 too? Okay.
Yeah, but it's small. I put small tires on because the real Range Rover in real life, like, dwarfs the tires. Like, so I could have put the proper, like, the BF Goodridges and all, but then they just look too big.
Oh,
did
put
you,
them on there. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
I know.
'cause in real life, like, the Range Rover dwarfs the friggin' tires.
Yeah, they
You
got like
shorten-
15-inch tires.
Did you shorten the shocks on them to make it look better?
No, because that body's actually designed for an SCX 10.2 chassis.
Okay. And 90 millimeter shocks and all that. They're stock 90 mil.
Yeah.
Right on.
Cool.
And then the one I'm building will soon become a favorite. That one's nice. Has all
A lot
the
of details in that one, that's for sure.
yeah, has all the every door on the freaking thing opens, like
There you go.
all the back doors open, everything opens, like so.
Yeah, I don't have the patience to do such a nice job on some of mine.
Yeah, so when I get done with that one, it'll be nice, like, you know.
I mean, it'd be like 100% better for me to send out any body work that has to be done on mine.
Oh, yeah?
It's just horrible.
It can be
It's okay.
time consuming for sure.
Yeah. Well, it's only there to keep the dust and stuff off.
Cool. Oh, Earl RC, his dinner just walked in the door. I guess it's not dead.
Later, Earl.
See you later, Earl.
See you later, Earl.
Peace.
RC Master also is going, I guess.
There's a cool photo of the Range Rover. You can see, like, the underneath the hood of the Range Rover.
Yeah.
Oh
The
yeah.
engine work. I don't know. Let me see if that'll zoom in. So, like, all the piping and everything, like, you can see. So
Oh, for the water, so you can go deep water fording and all that.
yeah, but it's all just like I had a 3D printed engine put in, and then I done all the hoses and all the wiring and everything, like so.
Oh, that's a model with the dude standing there.
Yeah, that's the model. Yeah.
Oh. I'm sorry.
That's the SCX. That's the SCX 10.2.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
I get it now. You
Yeah.
got me. It looked a little bit fuzzy on this
Yes.
side. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
It
that's
actually
what-
looks like a real Range Rover under the hood.
Yeah,
know,
even
the
the
heritage.
chassis blocks say Rover and everything on it, like, you know.
Oh, yeah?
Right?
That pigeon kicker, didn't you know that's a 1-to-1 with Sean standing
Yeah.
there?
Yeah. I'll leave it alone. I don't know him that well, so.
Yeah, I'll put it on a phone that doesn't have a cracked screen. Might be easier to see. That other phone
might
with a
help.
crack. That other phone with a cracked screen. So
There you go.
Yes. You gotta talk.
yeah.
You gotta say something.
Oh, wait, I'll present him. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. There's a lot of work went in underneath
Yeah.
that thing, like, you know.
So you spend a lot of work just setting it up too to get the shot.
Yeah.
You know,
It is, but
working on it, you got someone going in for parts and everything. That's
yeah.
cool.
That's it. Going in to fix it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Now the next question is the battery still in it?
No.
Sorry, I had to, Sean.
Yeah.
Is it plugged in still?
It's not like they're all sitting here. Look. So.
There we go.
There we go.
There it is.
got a
Oh,
better
there we
view of
go.
that.
That's a beautiful picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the guy in the back fixing it, getting the rope off the back to help him out. So.
I like the way your tires kind of flex with the shape of the rock too.
Yeah.
That's what you were talking about with the realistic.
Yeah, that
smaller
one.
tires.
Yeah, that one moves so realistically, like, you know.
Now, how do the hubs on the axles act with the smaller tires?
They actually
Yeah.
work really good.
I like these tires way better. They
Yeah.
look so good on this truck
Yeah.
compared to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do fit.
Yeah,
And
they
yeah,
ship
the
perfect.
squishing of the
Because
tire here.
the BF Goodridges that come with the SX10, they're just a little too big, you know.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. It's a.
This is it. I slow when you see the amount of water that comes out of this truck.
Oh no, the door just fell in.
That's when I broke all the hinges, all the doors, the hinges, and everything. Like,
that just hurts to see.
yeah.
Yeah, I can see the door flap off the side there. Bummer.
When you see how much water is coming out of this truck here, though, like that's me running because it actually started floating down the river.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Slow motion. That's me running, even like. When you
Did
say,
you get your feet wet?
oh yeah, when you say much water is coming out of the truck, even when I'm coming back here.
Now, is this when you're running both trucks in one stick?
Yeah, yeah.
In one controller? So that's one of those oops moments. Wow, look at all that. Bummer. Waterproof electronics, right?
Yeah.
Right on.
So you must have been swearing all the way.
Down the East River
in New York. Seaweed hanging off the side?
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Oh, that's a different picture.
That's realistic looking. That's nice, actually. The old farm truck look.
Yeah, Johnny Rain's job.
Yeah.
Come on, go away. Here's a closer view of the.
Yeah.
So you 3D printed the cover here. So
Yeah.
this is all 3D printed. That makes it look like an engine bay.
What'd you use for the hoses and stuff?
I actually just used like what gauge of wire?
Okay.
Like 14 gauge.
Thin, okay.
Just regular black wire. Regular solid wire, like, you know.
Oh, okay. You didn't use solid, so it would hold the shape then.
Yeah. No, I used solid, so whatever way you bend it and shape it, it'll stay bent and shaped, you know.
Cool.
The strand, it just comes back to where you done it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's stranded.
Yeah, solid makes sense using it for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about freaking people out, thinking something's real. I did a picture of my gray semi after I did the wheels on it, put the fenders back on, and posted this picture.
Dude, when I first seen that picture, I thought it was a real truck for a few minutes.
That's what I had someone else say on the thing too.
I think I even commented, like, dude, I thought that was real. Like,
yeah, you did.
The way you took the shot with the building in the background makes it look like a real size truck.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
nice.
Yeah, that's just out in front of my house, right in the carport, or just outside the carport.
Yeah, because I had to actually look at it, and then it was the other photo that I realized, holy shit, this is on his Tamiya truck.
Yeah, like me just now.
Yep. Yeah. The guy said, "Holy crap, that's an RC. That's not a real truck. You're kidding me."
I know. Yeah.
Where did you post that picture? Did you post it on Sean's RC Adventure, or where did you post it?
No, I posted it on. I know I posted it on one of the local pages here, but I think I put it on one of the semi-truck pages too.
I think you had it on your own AC Froggy's Facebook page. Oh no.
My personal page, possible. I don't remember.
I think it was AC Froggy's page.
I don't remember if I put that on that page.
Hey Jake, that since they made that from a buggy chassis, it looks bigger as a dragster. You know.
No, I didn't put it on there. Where did I put that? Maybe
short course based.
Yeah, but it looks bigger as a drag car than it did the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did put it. It is in my uploads on my personal page.
Yeah, it's on your personal page.
And it's actually the where the truck's facing nose towards you. Is the one I've got there.
He's getting ready to do the weekend with that car. That's why Jake's working on it, right?
Yep, Saturday.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That's pre-edit. I did an
really
edit on that.
You have it printed.
Yeah.
Look at it. Even got
I'm
You
trying to
even
find
got the
some.
detail of the states on that front section there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the hub.
that
I never
comes in
seen
it.
the wheels like that on one of those.
Those are extra speed.
Are they
Um,
aluminum?
Yeah,
They're
multi-piece.
aluminum.
Yeah, multiple piece.
M&Ms.
Yeah.
I think the Mazda looks good.
Eh, messed up in the paint area there, but
I'd like
Yeah,
the way you have the gold stripe on the other side.
well, that right there is the inspiration for that paint job is Eddie Van Halen's guitars.
Oh yeah.
How he has all the different crisscross and all like that going. So, and there's one of our booth shots from one of the Comic Cons.
Is that black, red, and silver?
I want. Oh, that's your dog. I thought it was going to be your
I
stomach. or
thought it was
something.
his belly.
It looks like he
No,
was mixed with a car carrier.
that's my ivory that I lost about a year ago.
Okay.
Too bad that dog should have lived a long time. How old was she?
Not even 5. She was born with a stage 4 heart murmur, and the heart became enlarged, and she passed away.
What's that little purple one down there a little bit?
That was a
Purple?
slot car.
Was it? It's a big slot
Yeah,
car.
drags. Yeah, it's a drag slot car.
Down a little bit more. Right there.
This one.
What was that 124 scale?
Yeah.
Oh, look, it looks like he's even got a drag thing on it. A drag
Nice.
bar.
Wheelie bar. Yeah,
Mini bar.
I can grab mine right now. I've got 3 of them in my case up here.
I like the Beetle.
Thank you. I just did another one.
Look at that. Look at that, Frank.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm showing it.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought it was him showing.
I'm the one
No,
controlling.
he's doing it.
It kind of
He's got
reminds me
it.
of your
No.
Mazda, Frank. It's just different color.
Here's the one I just did.
Oh, it has a teal metallic green.
Well, it's actually metallic green, but this section, the main section, is all pearl white. I left this masked, so it's just a plain metallic green. So it's got a slight color change to it.
It's prismatic, as you would call it.
It's just pearl. Then I just got the stickers for the lights to put on. So
It looks like a Beetle with a wide kit on it. With what year would that Beetle be?
this one with the taillights and all would be mid to late 70s.
And it has a wide kit on it.
A little bit wider fenders, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I can do is get these stupid things cut out and on there.
I remember people say that Beetles were so light they could actually float for a while on water.
They do. I've seen it. Someone got stupid here and tried crossing a wash during monsoon time a number of years ago, and it flooded and it floated down the wash and stayed on top of the water, and they stayed in the car and they were rescued very easily. They were all safe.
Who made the Herbie?
Who made Herbie?
Yeah, it's on your page.
That's yours. On mine?
Wayne Post.
Yeah, the love bug.
With all the tattoos on his arm.
Is that, you said that's on mine?
This guy showed up after you left.
What did it say again?
This guy showed up after you left, Wayne Postal.
That was at one of our races, and guy Wayne used to go to church with us. He had a bug that was done up like that, real one.
Okay.
And he had just left with the car, and then he showed up with the RC version.
Frank likes that.
So
Cool.
yeah, you can get out of there.
Okay. I'm done. I'm done stalking.
At least online here.
So now he's doing stickers.
Yeah, I gotta get these things done on this. If someone actually wants to buy this one.
All right, guys. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to run again. So I guess.
Bye,
Later,
Sean.
Are you off like a herd of turtles?
I'm
Yeah.
closing it down anyways, so it's almost 11:30 here anyway. So thank
wow.
you, Sean, for coming in, and say your goodbyes. Go ahead.
No problem. Everybody, thanks for taking the time to stop in with Tank. I'll definitely be on next week. I was working until like 9 o'clock tonight, so near 10 the time I get home. So as usual, thanks for the invite and thanks for having me.
Thank you. Thanks for dropping in. Appreciate it, Brad.
Later,
Thanks for,
everyone.
thanks for the invite, Frank. I'm sorry I have all these technical difficulties.
Okay, it's okay now. You're sounding good, and you're not eating, so it's all good.
I just took a sip of a drink, though.
Cool. Pigeon kicker.
Hey, thanks for letting me stop by and show off my stuff. You know,
Cool.
it's kind of an important thing to me sometimes, and I do appreciate being able to swing in. Thank you.
It's nice to have you back in here. That's for sure. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
it is.
John Martin.
Nice to see everybody. Nice talking with everybody, and keep batteries charged. And let's go out and break something.
Thank you.
Actually, it's not good to store your batteries charged.
I do it all the time.
I know, I'm just
They're ready to go when I'm ready to go. That's what I like about it.
right on.
Easy Froggy.
Well, thanks for the invite, Frank. Thanks for everyone stopping in the chat and all. I shut mine down a little bit ago. Sorry. But have a good weekend, everybody. Stay safe and watch out for all the wackos out there with all the stupid stuff going on.
Isn't that the truth?
Oh, Grizzly RC 4-wheel drive is in here. Cool. That's a new group I just joined. It's a local group here, and we're having lots of fun. And I've been showing off a couple pictures of the rigs I have and a couple things. And my wife even laughed at me. She goes, "Tell him I have to go sleep in the shed now." And that's my wife that actually said that. She goes, "Tell me I have to go sleep in the shed so you can make room for the RC cars in the house." So
That's a good idea.
That's a man cave.
Yeah, my whole house is a man cave. So been having a lot of fun. My wife is a great supporter. I love her and all that. So it's all fun.
So is your son.
So the Grizzly RC 4-wheel drive group, they're a fun little bunch of guys in Ottawa. So it's a lot of fun.
Ottawa. Okay.
Bell Critter RC.
Hey, thanks for the invite, Frank, and everyone have fun this weekend.
Cool. Thank you very much. And if you guys have time, go see Grizzly RC 4-wheel drive, and you'll see some great fun with local people here in Ottawa, and you might even see me in there. So thank you very much. So I'll spotlight this video real quick. Thanks, guys. Thanks for popping in, and thanks for your support. Really appreciate it. And we'll see you tomorrow night on Steve O'D's channel. And guys, keep those batteries charged, because you never know where you're going to need it, and go break something, because if you're not breaking anything, you're not having any fun.
There you go. That's it. Take it easy.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Talk to you guys later. Don't forget thumbs up.